Hi, I'm from Inflation Support Services here, and welcome to this EFT tapping on No One Understands Me. And if no one understands me, then it's very hard to express me as a person. And sometimes it feels like it's better not to say anything at all because it's just going to be misunderstood at the end of the day. But we do want to be understood not only by others, but by ourselves as well. There may be a misunderstanding in there. So as this does cause stress in our body, and EFT tapping is a stress reduction tool, we'll do an EFT tapping on No One Understands Me. So taking full responsibility for your own well-being and repeating after me. Let's go with that flow and let's begin to tap. Even though I feel like no one understands me and I have a lot to express, but the more that I try to express of myself, the more that I feel that no one understands me. And I do desire connection, but it's better to keep to myself than suffer that lost in translation process and have no one understand me. I'm open to loving and accepting myself, even though it really is distressing to want to express myself, but I feel I have to contain myself, because if I try to express who I am, something gets wrong, and I feel like no one understands me. Who I am as a person just feels misunderstood. I'm open to loving and accepting myself, even though I do hold on to this perception that no one understands me. And I do run the danger of believing in this belief and missing out on some connections because no one understands me. And I'm open to loving and accepting myself. I feel no one understands me. I really feel no one understands me. And I've been carrying this feeling for a while now. The more that I try to express myself, the more that this doesn't get heard or misheard. And in my interpretation of self, these experiences that I try to put into words gets lost in translation. And no one understands me. And I feel misunderstood. And it doesn't feel nice. Because I have this juxtaposition of self, where I desire connection on one hand, and really want to be accepted, and be understood in that accepting person's eyes. To have my thoughts and feelings valued for what they are, as being of worth. And on the other hand, I may have tried to express myself in the past in an effort to seek connection. And in the end, I got painful rejection. I may have been ridiculed for who I was as a person. My worth as a person was made to feel worthless. And they really didn't understand me. And this does hurt. And I've been holding on to hurt and I just want connection. But past hurt, it seems to be getting in the way. And this past hurt may become my perception of when I sought connection, received rejection, and now no one understands me as my self-protection. No one understands me. Or maybe, just maybe, when I sought connection and received rejection, it's not so much that no one understands me. It's just that someone that I thought was loving and caring just could not stand me and could not stand who I was as a person. And therefore couldn't stand to hear my expression of self or who I was as a person. Could not stand me having an individual sense of self, of all my experiences that I tried to express. And in return, I got rejected, ridiculed, and my expression of self started to slowly get depressed. I may have learned that the pain of expressing myself to people that I thought that cared, it was better to hide myself, like hiding myself under the covers, where I don't have to face the world or face having this pain again. And from expression, I learned to suppress myself. From expression to depression. My understanding of self was misunderstood by people I truly valued who couldn't stand to value me back. And therefore I hid my heart in an effort not to be hurt, in an effort not to be seen, in an effort not to be understood, and to be stood over. And this doesn't feel good, because I am a good person, and I had some no good things done to me by people who didn't know better and didn't treat me better. They just didn't understand me because they couldn't stand me. Which doesn't mean the me as the person should be anything less or be seen as less or to be made to feel as less. And I may have gone into some belief systems to protect my heart from being hurt again, and reaffirmed that confirmation of self that no one understands me. And if people do try to understand me, they may encounter some hurt. They may encounter some pushback in the form of some anger, in the form of some rejection, and some thoughts of running away. Because those people might be trying to understand me, but they may be missing the point of how much that did hurt from past experiences where I did try to express myself and myself was not seen as worth who I am as a person is hiding under this layer of protection, this layer of anger. And this anger might be justified for me because it really did hurt. And in my self-defense of protecting my self-worth, I may want to push people away so I don't get that hurt again. And that's understandable because I don't want to be hurt. But I also do desire connection. And I might get into some blanket statements that everyone is out to hurt me. There may have been some ones that did hurt me, but not everyone is out to hurt me. And I might be open to the perception that the hurt from past people I may be carrying. And this may not be my hurt to carry. This may not be my duty to carry. And I might have to heal some hurt that came in the form of grief, of when I wanted something, got something else in return. And in the absence of love, I have to heal this pain of loss, that loss of understanding, that loss of connection, and the grief of self, where I had to believe some statements of myself that I wasn't worth connecting with. I had some worthless things done to me, but it doesn't mean that I'm worthless as a person. And I may be misunderstanding myself by not giving myself a bit of compassion and being there for myself beneath the blankets of all this anger and hurt. I do deserve some love. I do deserve connection. And I do deserve to heal from the hurt from when I tried to get that connection. I'm not so misunderstandable. And I'm going to form some new belief systems that separate myself from the hurt that happened to me and the me that's still there, waiting under the covers for my recovery, for my rediscovery of who I am as a person, of my expression of self, to lift the burden of carrying so much pain and get a little bit more emotional freedom within myself. And not everyone is out to hurt me. I might seek new connections. I might seek a connection with myself as I learn to trust myself again, be secure within myself, and seek secure connections with secure people. Life has many ups and downs. But the more that I focus on the downs, the more that I stay in the cycle of negativity. the more that I reconfirm that I'm not lovable, the more unlovable that I'll believe myself to be. I might want to break some cycles of demotivation to motivating myself into loving myself, at least with kinder words to myself. I'm going to spend some time to get to know me and what I do enjoy. It might be in direct juxtaposition to the things that people couldn't stand me with, or the things that I had to monitor myself. I might just give myself a little bit of freedom. It may not be insecurity that I'm dealing with. It may be from the constant monitoring from overly secure people who didn't allow me my freedom of self and to express myself as a person. Who am I as a person? What is under the covers? What can be revealed to myself as I recover myself? Who do I dream to be once this nightmare of pain is gone? Once the torment of someone else's pain clears that dark cloud from my blue sky. I'm understanding my new sense of self as I'm starting to recover myself and be there for myself and treat myself with kindness, treat myself with new loving ways and new beliefs and perceptions of myself. To stand true within myself in mind, body, and spirit. And taking a full breath in and out. So yes, we can feel that we are misunderstood, but it may be going into the belief systems of old pain patterns where we've tried to express ourselves and it's being met by people that just couldn't stand our sense of selves. So therefore we had to hide ourselves away, and it's very hard to communicate ourselves when we don't feel safe to actually do that in the first place based upon past repercussions. So I hope that EFT tapping did help, and I am Dion from E-Flash and Support Services. If you like this video, give a like, give a subscribe, share to those that you feel will benefit from this, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.